I'm Courtney Bjorlin. I'm here in the ASUG News Studio sponsored by NTT Data, and I'm joined by Damien Chen and Joe Barkley. We're going to spend some time talking about a very important topic at this show and in the last few years in particular, SAP's UX strategy and how ASUG's role in that has evolved and will continue to evolve. Damien is the customer chair of the UX UI Influence Council for ASUG, and Joe is ASUG's Director of Communities. So Joe, why is this such an important topic for ASUG?
Well, Courtney, as you and I have discussed on several occasions, these are actual tangible results that end users can see. They can go from the 20 clicks, the multiple tabs, the multiple steps that they have to go through, to a user experience that is more task-oriented and actually reflects the job and the role that they have within their organization.
Damien, would you agree with that? Is that why you were so interested to become a part of this project?
Totally. Joe is totally correct. I mean, the more complicated navigation, the more the learning curve that you have, then the more error rate, the higher the error rates, then the more frustrated the user is. So that is why user experience is that critical. You want to have happy users.
There's such a business value to it.
That's right.
So Joe, tell us about some of the efforts underway at ASUG right now and some of what's planned for 2015 to advance this conversation.
Absolutely, Courtney. So after the announcement at Sapphire this year that the Fiori and Screen Personas products would be included in the maintenance package from SAP, ASUG instantly went into forming new communities around that. One of them is the User Experience and User Interface Influence Council that Damien's leading, that's working with a team from SAP, not only on those products, but an entire holistic view of user experience. We've also launched a User Experience Special Interest Group just last week that's going to tackle those same topics in perpetuity. So it will be a group that you can count on year-round, no matter where you are within your user experience journey.
And that's very important to point out, is that we're not only talking about Fiori and Personas here, we're talking about every UX tool that SAP has introduced over the last few years. And Damien, what's your goal for that particular Influence Council in light of that?
Yeah, hopefully one day we have something called UI convergence. So everybody is going to move from, regardless of whether you're SAP GUI, NWBC, SAP Fiori Launchpad, everybody is going to move towards the same user experience regardless of platform. And if that is our goal, hopefully one day we'll arrive there.
So right now the user experience strategy is very clearly Fiori, it's very clearly Personas, but are there still challenges from a customer's perspective in getting there?
Yes. Persona, there is less of an obstacle because it is sort of a renew strategy, renew and enable, so you can backfit it to NetWeaver 7.4 system. However, Fiori will be a big leap because Fiori, we are talking about going to the web development, so the people resources needs to be upgraded. You're talking about upgrading your systems, you're either to HANA or you're going to sidecar. And also from process perspective, is a bit of a user segmentation issue too, because in Fiori is very, very, very critical. We talk about 113, one user, one task, 3 screens. That is not how SAP is behaving today. That is not how most of our SAP system is behaved today. You have 3,000 users. Are you going to come up with 3,000 Fiori apps? So who is going to manage all this stuff? So where is the balance? Because we always say is that one size does not fit all. But the other extreme is if you have too many variants, who is going to manage all this? I mean, on a typical company, we have around one IT to about 200-300 users. I mean, there's only that many resources. So where is that balance? I'm hoping that using this UI, we will be able to share the best practice, and then we'll come out to see where is the best balance between those two.
It's worth pointing out that there's around 5,000 downloads right now. We know how that compares to the number of SAP customers out there. So Joe, really the enable portion of this is the next biggest hurdle.
Absolutely. I mean, as we've seen in many topics with SAP over the last few years, purchasing of licenses is one thing, or downloads is one thing, but actual adoption by customers is an entirely different topic. That's going to be our focus for the next year plus in terms of our customers, is helping them along that journey to understand how utilizing these tools, utilizing design services, utilizing design thinking skills is really going to help them maximize their return on investment with their SAP investment.
This is such important work, and I appreciate very much the two of you coming in here to talk to me about it. Thanks for watching our coverage of TechEd For more customer stories and customer news, please turn to asug.com and asugnews.com.